Yeah.
Speaketh.
I'm speaking.
Hey. Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, the Pagruin cache thingy. I got one more bounty to do and then I can turn them all in. Hopefully I get a bow. I need a new bow. Devs, usually you've been making some good decisions so far. What was your fucking idea with the Storm Sworn bow? I think it's terrible. Betrayed.
What the heck's draining my energy?
Leech Eximus probably. Stop dodging. Enemies aren't allowed to dodge. No dodging.
Over here!
Bro, how many skeletons are there? Bro, how many fucking skeletons are there?
But
It's an absurd amount of skeletons here.
Good fight.
Lord. So many skeletons. Is this the right one?
That's Thomas' badge.
There it
You
is.
found it. It really was out here all this time. Right where we left it. sure is. It reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. It was sunburn on your top half and chafing on your bottom half. But, yeah, those were good days. And Tama, he'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. Only once I realized he was burning it so we couldn't taste how stale it was. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were gonna collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He was the best of either. Coming back here was a mistake. I don't know what we're doing here. Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. Yeah. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing. No glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. To an old trencher like him, a badge means honor, fellowship. I just couldn't imagine him without it. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. I never thought I'd tell this story again. But there's something about the way you've led us, the clarity you've kept. Something about you that inspires confidence. Kind of like well. No. But it means a lot to finally have his badge in hand. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Tama's. We passed by there before. It's time I said goodbye. He used to complain his house in Thirdborn never got enough of a cross breeze. I actually think he would have liked a spot on the cliffs overlooking the sea. I hope so, anyway. Let's go.
So what about that ring? It's kind of bad. Game, please, give me an upgraded piece of chainmail. Pretty please.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy? Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn. Are you... Your face! Those markings, they're incredible. I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here. But meeting you makes it all worth it. I just think they saw me and, well, I'm not a fighter, clearly. And I know it's dangerous, but I couldn't leave without my research. I'm a mycologist, you see, and I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here. Oh, always. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous.
No wonder they're murderous,
harming
woman.
them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill
It's a
me.
disease.
Thank you.
What is it, Jacob?
This woman is surprised that the sporlings are murderous. I'm just thinking, there's a disease
Will?
going on.
Oh, you're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Good luck. Oh, I've got to write these measurements down before I forget.
Is this quest marked? No. There's a chunky mushroom. Mac, do you know what the shock status effect does?
I do not.
Because one thing I can give about the Storm Sworn, it gives instantaneous shock buildup.
Oh, you know, I remember now. What shock damage does is, when it's full, the enemy takes damage over time, and each tick of damage they take releases a shockwave that hurts other enemies.
I haven't seen any shockwaves come off of enemies. Unless the enemies have to be near them.
Well, the bar has to be maxed out first.
Yeah. That's what this bow does.
Yeah, it works like the, works pretty much exactly like the shock status from, Remnant from the Ashes. Where it's like, shoom, boom, AoE, shoom, boom, AoE. Works like that.
Do enemies have to be near each other for it to proc? Because I haven't seen that happen.
Maybe?
Okay, no, they don't have to be near each other. I just didn't notice it before now. Now that you mention it, it's way easier to see. So, do you know where the sporlings are that I'm supposed to be fighting for this woman?
Nope. I think she's just hallucinating.
Makes you say that.
Because I haven't been able to find the spoilings and I've killed pretty much everything that was on that map.
Did you kill the giant mushroom that was standing 5 feet from away from her?
Yeah.
I saw everything. You taught that spoiling a lesson it will
that-
soon forget.
That giant mushroom was the
Or,
spoiling.
well, it's not alive to remember, but you know what I mean. Wait.
Huh.
That means it's safe to go back to my experiments.
What'd she say?
I'll have to collect everything and...
That she can go back to her
I am
experiments,
suddenly
and she
very
gave us
busy.
money.
Pardon me.
That should suit her fine. Until the next boiling comes along.
Nothing better than a breakthrough.
Also, you cannot buy the Basilisk more than once. I gotta wait for like the next time it appears in the cycle.
Well, you have to be able to buy it more than once, like when it comes around again. Because if you couldn't, then valence fusion wouldn't mean anything.
Yeah. But that's why I said next cycle. If it pops up next cycle.
I would hope so. It's pretty much the best Coda weapon, in my opinion.
Also, I just realized what Quincy meant by not wanting Eleanor's quote toys eyeballing his shooters, his guns, like they want to make friends. I didn't know what it meant until after she started giving Coda weapons. Now I know what it meant.
Yeah.
I was like, Quincy, what are you talking about? But now it makes sense, because she finally got the weapons he's talking about.
Yep.
So we're being given a hint the whole time.
You're a Darren, right? Over here. Welcome to Shatterscar. Or
A very
welcome to
morbid
Shark's
situation.
Teeth, anyway. Damn. I didn't think you'd actually talk to someone like me. Oh, well, I hope I'm not imposing on you. Listen, I've got to take some supplies to that tower up the road. They're for Kotoa and Hayako. Have you heard of them?
Supplies like darts and gunpowder.
Wait, you've already met them? Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they? Huh. You're tougher than you look, scumbag. Nothing personal. It's the least you Adirans deserve. What happened at the tower anyway? I mean, you made it back alive. Kuta Bao, you killed them? At least you tried to talk to them. Don't know how many Adirans would. Now Adir will take Thirdborn, and none of us can stand in their way. I'm worn out. I don't want Thirdborn to answer to anyone. But even I know we can't fight all these dream thralls by ourselves. I had the
Oh yeah, I
bravery to
need an
help,
organ
and
catalyst
look
for
how
my
well that went.
Basilisk.
Leave me alone. I need some time to think about all this. Why don't you take a long walk into a deep
Is Drazabek Armada still going on?
Why don't you take a long
I have
walk
no idea.
into a deep sinkhole?
It does not. Maybe there's an invasion that's doing a catalyst convoy. Nope. You know of any other ways to get a catalyst?
No. Unless you already did that, event with the zealot thing.
I did.
Alright, the Stormsworn isn't as bad as I gave it credit for, I'll say that much.
Okay.
It's not exactly a bow that you can use at long range, but...
Do you have turning platinum?
No. I does not.
Something tells me the goblins didn't bar that door.
Oh damn, this gun already has magnetic radiation and blast at base?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just one measly dungeon, how bad can it be?
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich? You're gonna kill us all. Wow's eyes. Who are you?
Hey, first of all, we only bled that merchant a bit. Still quite alive when we left him.
I don't like this, Dario. This is how we get ourselves killed. First you said we should come to the living lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due. It was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Kuta bow. If it bothered you that much, you should have said so.
So... they stole from someone, and then their intention was murder? Bruh.
But the two bounty bandits?
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. Let's see if I can do
Maybe we
this.
should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened. Shut up and draw your blade already. We can argue after we kill this sanctimonious little shit.
Oh good, I wanted this option anyway. Two are tanky.
He's also...
Dumb and Dumber are quite tanky.
They are indeed.
Why is Dumb and Dumber so unbelievably tanky? Good lord.
Isokso! Isokso!
There's one of them.
You all right?
Ow.
We make a good squad.
You mentioned a dungeon full of traps. Is that something that's actually accessible, or...?
Did you not do the quest for the Umpire's spear?
Which one?
That third one, the quest where the guy wants to make himself obsolete in the gene pool.
I'll just say probably not.
With the Leviathan heart?
Oh, no, not yet.
Yeah, the Leviathan heart is in that place for those traps.
Sick! Isokso!
Too many dream thralls.
Yeah.
How the heck do I get in there? Wait, is this hell? Oh, hi there. I didn't even notice the lizards. Hello. Ow. I got clipped by a bear.
Did you die?
Yes. Mean.
Yeah, Miss Bam.
Huh?
You remember that thing you told me about John Cena using criticism because of him crashing out against like a little kid and something at in wrestling? It's all part of a skit, like a scripted thing that the event goes planned. Because he plans on his next fight being his last fight before he retires, and pretty much that whole situation was a scripted event, like wrestling normally is. And especially when Cody Rhodes said that if he keeps acting like that, his next fight's going to be his last. And John Cena planned to retire after his last fight, so.
But I don't think that Warren's basically telling a kid that his entire everything of a fan base is terrible.
He was telling it to everyone, not just a kid.
He specifically pointed out the kid.
Well, yeah, I think that was the whole point of his character for that scene. It's a scripted event, bro.
I don't think kids understand what that means.
Even though the kid looked amused the whole time.
You clearly never watched the clip on it. Dude was horrified. I expected this ruin to be a lot more interesting than what it is. This ruin looks pretty bare bones.
It was also evidenced by the fact that when he first appeared, walking towards the ring, everyone in the audience was booing him.
Well, yeah, people usually have a reason to boo celebrities.
Scripted event.
saying a guy who lashed out at a child is scripted is pure copium.
I mean, I look it up if you don't believe me, but because you know what wrestling is.
Yes, but lashing out at people is not part of a script. Especially since the kid was like, at max, maybe 12. And kids don't understand that sort of thing.
You're one of those people who takes requests, not orders, aren't you?
Did I not get the achievement? You have lied to me. Why did I not get the achievement for pulling the lever, the danger lever? And he died.
But I'm still trying to look at the John Cena thing.
So where's my achievement for pulling the danger lever?
Should have gotten it.
I have not.
Did you get hit by the trap?
No.
Capo's been.
Did we just get hit by the trap?
I should have known he couldn't sit still.
This will kill you.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
Well, funny enough, I got the achievement really late. It just popped up.
Oh.
It seems like a really late on the draw achievement. Do you know where the other 2 whale eyes are? Because I'm missing 2.
Wouldn't want to be near those when they fall.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that one of them is at the end point.
What?
And he died again.
I said what? Right man say he died again. So try again. What?
Wake up, and I wouldn't need to say that. But
I'm trying to look up this thing for you.
yes, but you have ears. You can use those too. I'm guessing one of the last whale eyes is at the end point. You have to search through the wizard. Archmage, I mean, bleh.
No.
So there's no whale eye totem piece in that last area? Okay. Then where are they?
Don't remember all of them are, but I know one of them is being guarded by some NPC called the Watcher of the Eye.
Why does that feel like it's a pun of some kind?
Maybe. But she's at the end of a very convoluted way of getting into the whale shrine itself.
I mean, it wouldn't be whale without convoluted and stupid.
Next one's mine.
Seriously. That DLC for Whale in Killers 2, it made me annoyed just because of how unnecessary Whale made everything. I'd imagine you'll probably feel the same way. Assuming you heard me.
And then I hear you.
Go figure. Who uses their ears anymore? I guess I'll just stop bothering then.
Yeah, it was an acting thing.
And where's the proof of this?
The fact that you're the only one that got issued fit and everyone else knows that it was acting. Because Cena's final thing is to go villain.
And yell at a 12-year-old child that his entire, life of being a fan is terrible.
What he said exactly was everybody, including that kid there, is in a toxic relationship.
Yes.
Those were literally his only words.
Yes. And if you don't understand
You
the
know what?
meaning of those words, I have concerns.
If you don't know what acting is, I have concerns.
Acting is one thing, not when you do it to a child. They don't understand that. If it was to anyone else, I would agree with you, but not a kid. Not a kid.
Doesn't mean Cena was any less acting,
Here.
That kid doesn't know that,
but everyone else does.
which is irrelevant. We're talking about a kid.
All right. He's overdoing it.
A kid whose parents try to explain it to him afterwards.
Unless they were paid, no.
And there would be bad parents for you that don't explain to the kid what happened.
Point is, don't assume kids understand acting.
True. But that's why as a parent I would have told my kid exactly what happened and that he shouldn't take offense. If parents didn't do that for that kid, then that is concerning.
I agree with you, but I still don't think the kid would believe them. Being specifically called out by someone you're a fan of, I don't know. I don't think I would believe someone told me that was acting either.
Oh, do you know the kid was part of the entire stadium that booed John Cena when he first stepped out?
I don't know, and I doubt it because it's a kid. Oh, fuck off with your priest. Fuck off.
I wouldn't doubt it because it's a kid. The kid would usually follow the crowd of what most of the other people would do.
Not if they like the celebrity in question.
Maybe, but usually you see everyone else booing to probably do it so that after you're left out, you probably be knowing why they're booing it in the first place. That's usually how it goes with kids.
That's insulting to celebrities.
I don't think the kid was a celebrity.
John Cena is the celebrity, you daft shit. People don't boo the people they like.
Every other time he made an appearance, everyone cheered. This is so far the only time everyone booed.
Yes, but again, you're assuming that a kid would understand this.
True, but I would hope you don't understand it. It's acting.
Sure, but I'm, again, a kid.
He sucks so.
Like, for example, John Cena, for all we know, could have given that kid a fucking life full of trauma for being bitched at by a celebrity. If no one explained it beforehand, that's likely what could have happened. Okay, that was a weird texture.
I mean, I would assume it was explained beforehand.
I would certainly hope so. Also, just for the record, this is why I hate wrestling. Acting.
We want wrestling to be 100% real.
Yes. Look at boxing. Or UFC, I think it's called, right? Or hell,
Yeah.
or hell, even the slapping contests. Those are more real.
But to be fair, injuries still happen with the fights to happen now. But back then, like back when I was growing up, wrestling was more real than it was now.
Well, that's because they didn't have any of the fucking rules behind it. Now, rules and stuff are good and all because you know you're talking about two people literally beating the shit out of each other, right? But if you're gonna make a blood sport, why regulate it and make it acting? 'Cause as soon as everyone finds out about the fact that it's acting, well, the entire charm of it goes out the window.
Well, even back in the day, they never hid the fact that it was acting. It was World Wrestling Entertainment. They were never shy about it being acting.
Yeah,
It
but
just did the injuries looked more realistic back in those days, especially when you see Mick Foley get smacked in the head with a fucking barbed wire bat.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He may have expected it and seen it coming, embraced himself, but he's trying to hit him with a barbed wire fucking bat.
He sucks so.
And that one time where the Undertaker pretty much power bombed Mick Foley off the top of the cage during a Hell in a Cell match. On the announcer table.
I'm not a fan of how, for lack of a better term, neutered it is. Because it's literally a blood sport. Look no further than the UFC of how real it can actually get.
Yeah. So I think the rules and stuff really got shook around when Owen Hart, may rest in peace, had that tragic accident that cost him his life.
Remind me who that is? I didn't keep up with the wrestling stuff.
The brother of Bret the Hitman Hart. Owen Hart was the one that was coming in on the zipline, but the zipline snapped and he fell down into the audience seats and smacked his chest off the back of one of the seats and died.
Jesus.
Yeah. After that, they started working more towards safety the wrestlers and stuff. You won't be able to find any footage of it because all footage of it was scrubbed, and the only ones to have it now is the idiot family of Owen Hart, and they haven't released it.
Oh, I wonder why they wouldn't release it.
He sucks so.
It was a whole big thing in the 2000s.
Well, I was a kid back then.
There was also another wrestler that died after getting a dropper kick to the back by Rey Mysterio. Apparently the guy wrestling already had a neck injury.
Oh no.
But he went on through it, and when Rey Mysterio pretty much drop kicked him, it did some kind of spinal damage that made it almost did on impact. And it doesn't help that afterwards. Don't know, but it doesn't help that afterwards Rey Mysterio, not knowing that what happened, still went through with his 619, which is where he like spins around the rope and slams his legs to the person's face, whose head is on the rope. Couldn't help that it was convenient that when he fell forward, he landed on the rope like he was supposed to. But it wasn't until after it happened, and Mary Steele was looking, didn't see the guy getting up. He's like, "Oh shit!" And that's when medics started getting called in to see Mary Steele looking kind of horrified about what happened.
I wonder if that's why he quit.
Don't know. I remember looking at his face; he looked very panicked.
Look, who wouldn't be?
Thank Aethys.
Because one wrestler from
I've been waiting for
the
ages.
group New Day, that's unable to wrestle anymore because one of his matches ended with him getting a terrible neck injury, so he was forced to retire. This was recent, like a few years back.
Well, I stopped all wrestling stuff except for, maybe John Cena. After Kane and Undertaker quit.
But Undertaker was still wrestling.
Well, he quit and then came back because he was under contract.
Mm.
Uncle Capo
But yeah,
taught me
you
a
would
thing or
have
two
loved
about
the
how to
fucking
survive.
attitude era of wrestling. That's when things were the most fucking unhinged in wrestling ever.
I would hope so.
Like, it was the most unhinged you'd ever see. They just didn't give any fucks whatsoever in the Raw Attitude Era. There's also where a fuck ton of injuries came from, but yeah.
I wonder why.
No, I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades. What do you think? You have to put the heart back. Or take it away. Whatever you do,
What's funny is that
don't
somewhere
give it
else
to
in
him.
some other wrestling thing, there's someone that's a white version of Kane named Sea Jug Kane.
How is he able to get away with that legally?
Coca-Cola Kane, without the word cola. And his finisher is the Seabird Slam, where he takes a baggie of sugar, pretty much rips it open of his face, freaks out, and does the Seabird Slam on the opponent.
How is that even legal?
Don't know, but when I saw a clip of it, I couldn't help but laugh.
No.
I was like, oh my
He's not.
gosh, they're really going
Apparently,
in with
if you
this.
grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison. I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for.
I don't know if we can send you a video of him.
I don't know, but he's been more and more upset lately. I'm afraid he believes he's so sick. He has no other choice. He's been a hero for so long. I don't think he can imagine a life in bed. You've got to put a stop to it. Any way you know how.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be so great?
It couldn't be. It wouldn't be. He's not soulless or mindless. Not like those people at the gates.
Where's the roots?
He's still himself. Whatever it is, it can't be worth dying for.
Copy.
Then we've got to go back. Right now. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know what to do. If you can talk
There you go, it's a
sense into
YouTube
him,
short.
Just hurry. I'll be there when I can. I will. I'll see you soon.
Alright, let me pull that up. How is this legal?
Don't know, but it's funny.
Quite a change from Emerald Stair.
That strikes me as so ridiculous that it doesn't even feel real. That had to have been a skit and not an actual thing, right?
No, it was an actual thing.
How?
There's also another wrestler called Fat Ass in a Barrel. Yeah, it's pretty much a guy that, I don't know if he's naked or not, but he has no shirt and he walks out in a barrel.
I think I've heard of him. He was memed on. Remember Regular Show? He was memed on in that show. What was I gonna say? To be fair, there was a UFC fighter called Butterball, so I mean, you know.
Butterball.
Oh yeah, he was one of the greats. He was either at Mike Tyson's level or right next to him.
Damn. You know Mike Tyson's a boxer, right?
Yes.
Boxing is in UFC.
UFC is partially boxing.
Because boxing, they use those gloves and stuff. UFC,
Yeah,
they use legs, fists, eye pokes.
Okay, you're still right, but I'm counting UFC and boxing among the same category just because you're actually hurting each other, not not putting on a fucking acting career.
So I believe every year the boxing gloves get fluffier and fluffier.
Well, no, that's actually true. There's actual proof of that, and there's a good reason.
Yeah, back in the day, the boxing gloves barely had any fluff, and as a result, one boxer got brain damage from it, I believe.
I'm sure many boxers got brain damage, but the point is, yeah, there's a reason for that. I'm all for blood sport and people agreeing consensually to fighting each other, right, and getting hurt. But there are definitely ways that one can prevent the brain damage. I do not like Shatterscarp that much. Please tell me that Gallowing's
not any better.
It's a wide open sand land.
Not Sandland, but it's not really wide open, but it's a wasteland.
I mean, as long as it's more what the fuck was that?
Nothing but lava and rocks as far as the eye can see.
That's better than this.
Make sure you have everything done before going to the witch, because then it'll be road state change.
Beetle sent me flying. Ow. So, am I ever gonna get an upgraded set of chainmail?
Maybe, maybe not.
I
The
still
world may
only
never know.
I still only have fine quality chainmail. Give me something better.
Upgrade your fine quality chainmail to exceptional.
Does that change the appearance?
No. But it lets you take less than one hit of damage before dying. I mean, more than one hit of damage before dying.
Well, if it doesn't change the appearance, then that's not what I'm after.
Nothing like good stuff, is there? Best thing the gods gave us. You know, dreaming.
So
Thinking about my
then,
life
wear
so
better
much.
armor, and then transmogrify it
makes
to
the
be the
world
chainmail in the
different.
inventory.
You should
That's what
try
I
it
did, but I still
sometime.
need to find better
You'd
quality
see.
chainmail to get the different appearance.
Hmm.
Well, you're saying stupid things then. You know what it's like. Now what was I doing? What a time.
Family company.
Well, the middle part and the top section of Shatterscarp can't be explored, so... Yeah, that's it. Other than the quest that I gotta do... Blah, blah, blah. Other than the other quests that I gotta do. By the way, do I need to collect all the whale eyes before the change, or can I do it after?
I believe you can do it after, but I recommend doing it before.
Well, if I know where all of them are, sure.
How many you have?
I think I'm missing 2.
Did you get to one guarded by that particular eye? It's literally right past the whale totem.
Well, if the whale shrine is marked on the map, I'll go back there in a sec.
I think she has the ruby eye.
The ones that I am missing is... You can find the damn thing. I am missing the emerald and ruby.
I'm surprised you didn't find a ruby when you got to totem.
Well, I'll head back there as soon as I finish Garrus's quest.
And what does it say for the Emerald Running quest? Like where it could be?
The eye rests on an unfinished likeness not far from unnatural iciness.
So if you're around the ice area, it should be around there, I guess.
What ice area?
If you go closer towards where the ice witch is, you'll see.
Well, that explains why I didn't see any ice, because I didn't go anywhere near there.
Yeah.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know?
Off.
That booming laugh, that
Indeed.
bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks.
When you hear
To
it
be
again.
alone? With my thoughts? Huh. Envoy, that's the last thing I want. This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something. Trying. I thought I was doing a pretty good job. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. That's what I said, anyway. As soon as I was out of there, I just walked. And I kept walking. Not since returning with you. Couldn't imagine anyone would be too happy to see me after everything. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn. At least I'm in good company. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, Yardsley, it's felt easy. Too easy. Yeah, and that worries me. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in line and back you up. But I'm not that guy, Envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around. Come on, you know my story now. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Self-compassion. That's a balm for outbursts and hangovers. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. But he's not here, and that is because of me. I'm finally owning that. What? No, I didn't. He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone. How can I remember him without remembering that? He was all those things. I never forgot it. I guess I stopped thinking of him as anything other than a dying man I left behind. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way I remembered him. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this. Tom always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. As a traveler, not a soldier. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote. I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to. Three things you can count on here. Sand, monster.
Having Garrus not continuously punch himself in the face now is neat.
How's he punching himself in the face?
The whole memory thing about treating someone else's memory as a burden because he fucked up.
Oh.
It's nice having some quality time with Yardsley again.
Pleasant dreams.
We really must stop meeting like this. People will talk. Sweet dreams on.
I have a moment to talk. Right. What do you need? Right. If I must.
Listen, thank you for visiting Tama's memorial with me. I didn't think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him, but both of you have a clarity of purpose I've never seen in anyone else. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I know. I'd forgotten what that feels like. Like I just woke up with a hangover. Every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a lid on is sloshing around, and I'm struggling to keep my balance. But I'm also remembering moments I hadn't let myself think on in a long time. Feeling warmth I couldn't get close to. It's a process.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets to be so familiar, it's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. That would feel easier. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort, but I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And thank you for seeing this through with me. Was there something else? Yeah, it happens. Sharing the road and sharing each other's battles. But out of all the people I've fought alongside, I haven't gotten to know many of them as well as you. You always know what to do. It's like you've got an internal compass guiding you. Not many people have such a clear sense of direction, especially in situations as complicated as these. I never thought I'd feel this at ease again with anyone else, much less myself. But you helped me face loss, regret. After drifting for a long time, I finally feel like I belong again. Thanks. I feel the same. You... Oh. Oh. Wow. I feel like it. More than usual.
But
you can literally just outright say you really, really like Garrus, if you know what I mean. And he says, oh, wow, I feel like an idiot.
And who said that too?
All right, since you weren't listening again.
You can say you really, really like Garrus.
Yes. And Garrus said that he feels like an idiot.
Sorry, I just need a minute to get all of this through my thick skull.
Oh, don't show a different companion.
For the longest, I never thought I'd be able to feel close to someone again after Tama. But don't get me wrong, I've been with plenty of other people since then. It's just never been more than a quick bit of fun. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. I'm staring into the rocks, aren't I? Yeah, sorry. What I'm trying to say is, I didn't think I'd be able to feel this again. But you've seen me at my worst. I've told you things I never admitted to anyone else, even Tama. And if you want to be with me
I'll be back.
Everything you've seen, and if you still feel that way once we've finished our journey, I want that too. You know where to find me.
I hope his dialogue changes.
It's better out here than...
You can open this?
Well, well, if it isn't the one who finally cleared out the mines. Glad to see you. And you'll be glad to hear I can bring the prices down, too.
Can you give me chainmail armor, please? Pretty please? Wait, what? Hold on, I'm gonna drop a save and check something. Waste money on that. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Yeah, sure, why not? I had money to burn. Like fashion. I'm gonna hold on to that just in case. Anything I can sell at all to make my money back is good. Well, I got most of my money back, and I got a chainmail trench coat. Hooray. Things I do for fashion.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Gods, I hope it's no one I know. I mean, how do you know this? Oh, perilous plants and where to pick them. Everyone loves that one. Laguna was looking for some light reading, and, well, that's what we had on hand. Beggars can't be choosers. You know how it goes. I'm sorry to press you on this, but how do you know it was him? I mean, plenty of folks have checked that one out. It could have been anyone. I appreciate your can-do attitude, Envoy. Gods know we need someone with a little enthusiasm for the law around here. But what you're bringing me is circumstantial. If I can find the time, sure. But I'm telling you, Nagunu is on the level. Was there anything else? Oh, you're...
How not helpful.
We just keep the peace in and around town.
They used to break up tavern brawls and heated quarrels. Now you're, what, supervising everyone who's guarding the walls?
We're just a bit overwhelmed right now. Apparently, some here think I'm not doing enough. I'd like to see them try. Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates.
I'm good. I got some of my money back.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Oh, wait. That's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out.
What? Well, that's not particularly helpful. Wait, what do they look like, though? Not a fan. What do those look? Nope. Nope. Yeah.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs. Mind taking these drinks up when you go?
Do I have anything that gives that?
If you're mind. I'm just giving you what the captain ordered.
I wanna see if I can get the other check for this. Wait, how far did they go upstairs?
The oasis belongs to us all. Enjoy it, brother.
My favorite envoy! Thank you for bringing us back together. I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one. Nonsense, nonsense. You did more than I could have, and more than any of us salty old dogs deserve. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up with our drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum.
I can't have much. I get queasy. Excellent, excellent. Here, Envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to. To new times ahead.
To the healing of wounds.
Not all wounds can... I wish Rwanga were here. Drink. Drink!
I didn't think the rum was that bad.
Oh, my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic. Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always goes straight to his head.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, Envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
I think we should get out of here before the Tiranui hear about this.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder bless and keep you.
Life with sand, sky, and cool water.
Say what now?
That's all.
No. Well, to be fair, I literally can't. Get the other one. Shit. Can I tell anyone that happened?
Ah. Stace.
So because I couldn't convince the woman to do it, I can't get the other part of the quest. Damn.
Oh. Okay.
No one remembers them. You worry about being remembered. I'll worry about staying.
Godlike. Ah, back already? Have you got the heart? Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking. Damn that child to the depths! They were never supposed to know. I have the dream scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones.
Are you sure?
You'd think. It comes on slowly. So slowly, I don't think folk realize until it's too late. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins. People say the dream scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nikai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan. I want to die as myself, on my own terms.
Hasn't this place seen enough death? You gotta seize every moment you're given, old man. You owe that much to Chico. You gotta give him more of a goodbye than this.
I think Capo has earned the right to make his own decisions before he no longer can.
You can understand that, can't you? Give me the heart. give me this one act of courage.
But this isn't an act of courage. And no matter what anyone says, no matter how old you are, you can do something. Even if it's something that people would consider minor, you can still do something that can help change people's lives. Whether it's advice, helping them with finances, anything.
You can't.
I'm back, and what's going on?
Kaipo.
What, typo?
Kaipo, the legend that wants to do bad things to himself.
This path
Oh,
can
that.
end badly for Chico. Maybe the rest of Thirdborn too. You may have doomed us all. Hero of Thirdborn, I'm nothing but a helpless, unstable man.
He writhes as we writhe, yet he lives. How could life bring him pain?
Good luck, godlike. You'll need it.
I know you just talked to my uncle. You didn't give him the heart, did you? Thank the gods.
I'm Hajime with the Tiranui. Chico said there was something about a Leviathan heart. And their uncle Capo, they said he was planning something terrible. That's all they gave me to go on.
By the way, because I couldn't convince what's-her-name to visit the captain quest, I couldn't get the other half of the quest.
What, like you can't complete the quest?
No, the poison thing. I had to watch the guy die.
That sucks.
You can't get the other part of the quest if the woman isn't there. So what did you do with the heart?
I kept it and then sold it.
How much is it worth?
Like 150.
What is it? 150 gold?
Yeah. What it does is a great effect if it didn't take your health over time, as it gave you the side effect.
What effect? Enlighten me.
I don't remember what exactly it was, but I know it was a good effect, but that's sort of because of the downside of, while equipped, your health slowly decreases. Like a reverse regen ring.
I mean, how fast was it though?
I didn't check. Where to the Python? Let's see.
Increases your attack damage while draining your health.
Yeah.
Gods, Capo's fallen a lot farther than I thought.
Were you able to get the Umpara spear as well?
No. Why? Where was that?
The guy. Normally, the guy would give you the Umpara spear if you agree to give him the heart, but if you're able to finagle your way to get both, the Umpara spear and the storm set that Kid gives you, and that's after you tell. Well, firstly, did you find the secret journal behind where you got the? Okay. And confront him about it and say that you're gonna tell people. I mean, it says don't agree to not tell people, and he'll give you the spear. And then
Well, if you
you
don't
can
need
go
anything
outside,
else, I'll be on my
and
way.
this is when you can decide if you want to
Thank you.
tell or
I
not
mean it.
of
I'm sorry, my uncle is sick.
what happened.
But I'm not
You
sorry
can
I
decide if you
know.
want to or not.
I'll spend as
Nothing
much time with him as I
happens
can.
with the other guy, Typor. And
What?
if you do it right, the kid gives you a full armor set called Storm Set. And then you can
No.
also keep the Leviathan Heart if you
No,
want as
that's
a
not
trinket, so you can get
possible.
3 things.
Even if it were, there must be a way to stop it. So you want me to give up? Gods, I just feel so helpless. I don't want him to suffer. I don't want him to have the heart. I want the one thing I can't have. For him to be all right. You don't have to say anything. I'm sorry. I guess I should help you in some way. Here.
Chico, no one said give up.
Take my uncle's armor. He meant it for me, but I'm not using it. Maybe you can give it a new story. I should go see him now.
Poor kid.
Oh, I got the heart of the Leviathan back. Okay.
What'd you do?
I gave it to them, but they just gave it back and said, nah.
Nice.
I'm sorry, but that armor is hideous. It's kind of bad. Chico gives me this super rare armor that was his father. Me literally smashes it with the hammer in front of him. Oh, come on, that was funny.
I was reading something what?
Bruh.
What was the joke?
I said him, Chico, give me this super rare armor that was one of his favorites and part of his family. Me smashes it with the hammer into parts right in front of him.
I always like that.
This damn sickness is getting worse.
Well, I don't use spears either way, so I'm not complaining about not getting a spear.
I think it's the only spear in the game that has a ranged attack. It does poison.
I'm not a fan of spears.
It's an AoE poison, by the way.
As a wizard, I think I have way too much AoE, man. Also, you said one of the eyes is at the Shrine of Whale.
Yeah.
Also, I found and bought and wasted way too much gold on a superb chainmail suit from the blacksmith, and it looks really nice. It's like
Nice.
a trench coat of chainmail.
I hope you can save up over 100,000 gold for a legendary +3 armor that you can find in Galwain's Tusks.
What's it do?
I have to get out and tell you.
Because just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's good.
Well, I told you what it did once upon a time when I first saw it and said, wow, that's really good.
Well, I don't remember. Why does this thing have a shield? Stop that.
Might as well have a shield.
This Calamity Blade.
Shield beetles are a thing too.
Say what now?
Never fought a shield beetle before?
The worst beetle I've seen so far is the Audra one.
Well, shield beetle is basically beetle version of a shield user. Got a heavy attack to open them up.
No. When I said shield, I meant like magic shield.
I mean, when they're doing a blocking thing, they have like a blue shield around the front of them.
Watch your step. This land has bled finer warriors than us.
Okay, let's go. Souls Keep Party Camp. Then go to Souls Keep.
Alright, I'm back at the shrine. Oh, no wonder I didn't find them. Or find it.
Why?
I didn't see this fucking secret tunnel.
Did you see 100 visions too?
Secret
Were you
tunnel.
also called by he who sees and isn't seen? I am speaking of Wal, the obscured.
Yeah, the eyes found
God of illusions and
in the path
revelations,
behind the
futures and
shrine where you find the
falsehoods.
totem.
They often talk in riddles, and those of us who are faithful to them spend a lot of time interpreting them. Does your god ever toy with you? Mine taunts their chosen with nonsense. And they're living up to their own name. They called me here, but I still don't know why. Some say you can hear the gods whispering in these totems. I've tried.
Quartermaster.
It hasn't worked. It's a wonder any of us are
Best
still
shield.
sane, really,
Where's the
between
armor?
our gods and this plague.
Here, I think. Yeah.
To be fair, woman, Whale doesn't usually give direct answers. Very confusing.
There we go. The armor is called Faith and Conviction. It has Deep Faith, slowly regenerate essence, and Unwavering Conviction. Unique pain, C plus 4% damage reduction.
What's the armor weight?
Armor weight?
Light, medium, heavy.
Heavy.
As expected from dwarves. Man, now I'm wishing I didn't waste all my money on getting fashion. Nah, no, I'm not. I don't care. Fashion is
I'd be
bestest.
happy to give it to you, as long as you humor my request.
Well, I hope you have 105,625 gold.
I'll probably manage.
Because everything in Galamean's Tusk is expensive as shit.
Nonsense, not madness. But don't worry. I won't request anything as dire as what has been asked of you or will be asked. I forget what I was told. Tell me if you feel like you're in control still. That's all I want. Tell me if you possess autonomy and choice. You're asking me, a devotee of WoW? We'd be here all day. Normally, I wouldn't mind passing time, trading nonsense, but I've things to do here. So, take this and go. You'll be fine. Just try not to think too much of your place in the world.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
That was it?
All may be uncovered for those who have the sight to see.
I was expecting some giant bit of conflict with the Watcher of the Eye, but
Be uncovered for those who have the sight
okay.
to see.
So, do you have any idea where the last Emerald Eye is? Oh, you're alive? No. No. Now that you're awake, you have to stay awake.
Let's see. Go.
I...
Uh. The emerald eye totem is found in the shark's teeth.
Wait.
South of Ingrim's domain.
You know where exactly?
Shark's teeth.
Yes, but where?
South of Ingrim's domain.
So you don't know. Okay.
How much more specific can I get?
You know, where in Shark's Teeth? How close to the Hagrin
On
cache?
top of a tower.
How close to the trap tower?
I just told you, on top of a
Heat
tower.
is brutal. How do people live like this? Go on then.
Well, time to walk
Distract
around
me.
for 30 minutes.
Thanks for talking.
I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die.
It's the top of the wooden tower that you have to cross a bridge to get to.
Even when it's expected, or even preferable.
That's a little bit
It's
more
always a
specific, thank you.
tragedy. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? Don't let the bedbugs bite, dearie.
I need to go hunting. I hope you like roasted snake. Right. What do you...
I've heard roasted snake actually tastes pretty good.
Pleasant dreams.
Thank you for telling us about Tama. For what it's worth, I don't
Let's
think
wake
less
up.
of you. Dealing with grief, it's never easy.
I've lost people before. You're right. The grief is never easy. What I didn't know how to deal with was the shame, knowing I'd failed them.
We never fail those who love us. But our conscience tells us otherwise.
Just literally woke up, said 5 words, and went back to sleep, bruh.
Seeing Capo like that was hard, Envoy. But I'm glad you didn't give him the hard. He's always been the toughest among us. And even if he won't admit it, he doesn't want anyone seeing him at his weakest. But it's more important that he say his goodbyes properly. They would have taken it hard. I'm glad we could spare them that much. Get some rest, Envoy.
Also, I have not seen a single encounter where I needed Yachtley to progress. I just want to put that out there. thought she was supposed to have the whole illusion thing.
She does.
I have not encountered a single instance.
These guards come into play after you meet the witch.
That was like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Also, you could have just said the Emerald Eye was right next to the fast travel point. Just gonna put that out there.
Was it on a wood tower?
Yes, but it was right next to the fast travel point. You could have just said that. Alright, now let's see if the voice actor for Whale is still the same. Yeah.
Cannot be a god? This is preposterous.
Alright, Mogren is still the same.
Have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true.
Yeah, Whale is still accurate.
What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
But Mogren, it is one. Sepidal is one of you, just not directly. Mac, do you recall which one you listened to when Whale was talking?
What are the options?
Sepidal's creation, Sepidal's power, Sepidal's motives.
I don't remember which one to listen to.
Well, I'm leaning towards motives because we know how they were created. All of the gods were created literally the same way. There's nothing different about how they were created. So that's irrelevant if you played the other two games. The power, I would say, is also irrelevant because Sepidal's power seems to stem from something similar to Galawain with a little bit of Barith mixed in. So I'm more curious about what the fuck the motives are.
Action. We do not hear a melody in this god's motives. It is a neophyte, thinking how it will.
Am I to believe it is ignorant of its power?
Even a child at play steps on ants in the garden.
Just this once, I wish you would make sense.
Can I just say, the fact that Mogren didn't understand what Whale's meaning was just then, she's stupid.
Will it create or destroy?
Whale is confusing, but that one was obvious. Come on now.
If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Carry before the lunge, then.
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. I will not brook another Wodaka, from outside or within.
So interesting, fun.
I could roast a Balrog on the energy coming off this thing.
So interesting, fun fact. If you want to know,
but
Mogren is keeping her eyes on us.
Huh. Not sure if I should be concerned or not.
Very concerned. Man, why do we only have to have one totem? Whale's totem is good, but like... Wodika's totem is also really good. Ah! I'm going to stick with Wodika because of the companion stuff.
Is your outfit from Rawatai, or do you have a tailor in Thirdborn?
Anything I have from Rawatai has long since turned to rags. And Thirdborn doesn't have tailors, just sailmakers with time on their hands. Why?
I just wanted to thank whoever decided that you should wear that vest with no shirt underneath.
I just figured it was one less piece to wash.
Oh. I didn't realize I was speaking with the man himself. Thank you, Pat.
My gift to the world.
Alright, that was a funny reaction. Yachtley basically just said out loud, indirectly mind you, that she was attracted to Garrus. That's funny. I mean, let's be honest. Who isn't attracted to Garrus?
Straight people.
Nah. This is Garrus we're talking about. You can't refuse him.
This is surreal. And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage. I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent. Oh, come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage.
You know, Yachtley, from my experience in the other two games, introducing oneself to an archmage ends badly. Let's not. I wish I could say that, but then I couldn't continue the game. So, let's go knock on this archmage's door for no reason and probably make her angry.
I just want to sleep. You see that too, right? The ice. You see it? Our deaths reaching for us through the ice and time. I know because she told me. The Archmage whispered something to me, but I don't remember what. And I'm not sure I want to either. She's broken all of us. Even the Zoribs. Poor bastards. A Deering, wasn't I? I've been so busy with the Zoribs. They're smarter than we think. There was one with the most beautiful spear. I wanted it. I told the Archmage. She said... Safe. Nowhere's safe anymore. I can't sleep anymore. The ice crackles under my skin. But I want the Zorib spear. And the ice has my death. I don't know what to do. Oh, I haven't slept in so long. Did you see its spear? Something beautiful in this cold dark. The ice takes everything in the end. Oh, I can hear it calling even now.
So, did you find that spear he was talking about?
No.
Guy that was talking about the ice?
Second time now.
Man, I know that the archmages are not nice people, with the exception of Tazin. He's pretty cool, but the other ones are terrible. But man, this ice wall kind of points to extra terrible. I don't like this place, and it makes me like the Archmage even less. My experience from the Archmages of the last 2 games has made me hate almost all of them.
Ringram seems fun.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
So, why couldn't you just put that on a sign? These ice corpses are excessive.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
I can't imagine wanting to. If you gotta deal with an archmage to stop the Dream Scourge, so be it. But be careful with this Ringram character. This place has given me a bad feeling I can't shake.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us.
Well, I mean, yeah, bad feeling is accurate. The Archmages kind of suck.
Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is.
Fucking Yachtley. You can dispel this magic, right? Yachtley. Of course I probably can. Oh, okay, Mac died.
I heard.
But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that
I've heard the joke
passage.
before, but it's still amusing.
Agreed.
Yes, actually. Once a university told me I couldn't look at an archive of Archimir's research. The section that housed those tomes was blocked by a spell akin to this one, which I remedied.
If only they'd known to put them on a higher shelf.
I did leave them a small note, spritzed with a lovely floral scent, of
Garrus?
course.
Garrus, why did you just indirectly call Yachtley short?
One should always say thank you. We should get going, but stay close. I don't know what happens next.
Think they're welcoming us?
I think that is everything. Yachtley, you say child's play, yet the Archmage could just turn your magic off.
I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? Stay close. Greenleaf's tried to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we?
Well, I can't disagree with that reasoning. That the Archmages do try to scare people off, or at least some of them.
Oh, what a frosty welcome.
I was prepared for heat, sandstorms, monsters. Not this.
Actually, you know that's a good thought right there. How do the Hawana and the Rawatai handle cold temperatures? Because they have scales. That's a question.
It's just a trick, Convoy. A well-crafted cold trick. Keep moving.
You know, it's considering magic can literally create cold in this universe. I'm thinking it's not a trick.
That's a singular spear. I bet that's the one we're looking for.
Wait, that's not a weapon? Oh, that's a quest item? Boo. I like the shiny spear. I say is I probably wouldn't have used it anyway because it's a spear.
Ah, visitors. Do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind. You wish to find me in my tower? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
We gotta get into that town? Yardsley brought her with.
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic. Could we sing to them?
This place, I don't know why, but this place gives me some heebie-jeebies.
That's done.
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
So, what story is this exactly?
No good. Skeletons. Just the thing to brighten up the place.
Sick!
Enjoy the pain,
Look. Oh, there's a blight. Why? Why would you do this? Where's the goddamn priest healing this goddamn thing? There you are.
Isokso!
do not like the blight enemies.
Sick!
How many goddamn skeletons are there? Too many.
And restore the statue. I will see you inside my tower.
I'm guessing she hasn't had company in a while.
Is she implying that she tore this village down?
Ready, aim.
'Cause that's what that sounded like. See, I'll just hold on to them to sell them because they're worth a lot.
Aye, aye.
Ow, skeleton wizard hurt.
Yeah, have fun with that area. It was a pain.
I mean, so far so good. There's just a lot of skeletons.
Another glorious battle.
That's done.
Went from walking to fucking suddenly water. Okay. I need the grenade.
You take lead.
Pretty good, I guess. A lot of pain, a lot of skeletons.
Back on my feet.
Mac, do me a favor. Hey, Mac's not here. Fantastic. Alright, hold on. Let me mess with the settings.
I'm back.
Oh, he's alive.
What, did you want something?
Do me a favor and check the audio on the stream.
Bye.
Someone is saying that we're speaking too low. I want to see if I can fix it.
Okay, let me go on Twitch then. Following.
Yeah. Hopefully an easy fix.
I mean, you don't.
What?
Don't really sound all that low.
How loud is the game?
The village wanted so badly to do
It's pretty loud.
My Audra piece, aren't you?
Well, now.
You can't have it.
You might want to up your voice thing
It's a
one.
pleasure to meet you too, dear.
The audio's at max.
I'll die
That's the
without
funny
the
part.
Audra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die.
Is the game that loud?
No, not really. I guess adjust your mic or something? I don't know. I mean, I can hear you fine.
Well, I mean, if it's any closer, I'm gonna be eating it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't remember anymore. I was in
Hey, Matt
pain
Mercer.
for so terribly long. But the Audra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it away. The other villagers, they want me to give them the Audra piece. They say it'll save us. But if they take it, I'll die.
I have doubts on
And I
that.
don't want to die. Please.
Either they're not really here, or we're not.
I was dying before I found the Audra piece, but it's been keeping me alive. I can't go far from it. If I do, it begins to hurt again.
So, Mac, what did you do with the statue piece?
I chose to take it. Well, convince him that it'd be it's for the greater good.
Well, I doubt he's actually
told the
real.
other villagers I need it. I understand everyone's in danger, but I don't want to die. Don't take the altar of peace from me.
It's
I'll
a
do
choice.
anything. Please. Is there no other way? Why does it have to be me who dies? Please. Please. No.
If the village
highly
had been
doubt
as
he's
sensible
real.
as you, they would have lived.
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
And why force us to make that choice? Why the cruelty?
Archmagi truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
You got that absolutely right, Yatsley.
What?
That all the archmages are terrible. All of them are terrible people. I completely agree with that reasoning. Well, Tazin is okay, but still, he's still terrible. Oh yay, more skeletons. You know, skeletons are way easier to kill in Pillars of Eternity 3 compared to the other two. Just putting that out there.
But that it's harder?
No, in Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, killing skeletons is so much more painful.
Well, by the time you finish this which domain, you're gonna hate skeletons.
Not as much as I'll hate them in Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2. They're literally immune to all damage types that aren't blunt.
Yeah, that is a pain.
Oh yay, I love poison. Open the fucking menu. I thought that would hit the spider. It did not. Where in the hell is this goddamn priest? There he is. Priesting, no priesting. Just for the record, Mac, I did turn the game volume down a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if it really did anything, though. Although you did say the game wasn't loud, and I'm assuming it wasn't too quiet either.
Correct.
I think I hate the specters and spirits more than I hate the skeletons.
They can both eat it.
Just look at it this way. Once you actually play Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, you'll hate skeletons more. I thought that would work. It didn't. But fire is supposed to melt ice. Oh, that's a dead end. I can't go back that way. How do I get up? Okay, am I blind? I'm probably blind. Oh, that counts as an illusion. Okay. Not blind, just stupid.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
A heart of stone. It's quite realistic, isn't it?
Then I'll let you hold it.
Well, I like it.
Mangled statues and bitter fables. None of this comes from a healthy mind. Or soul.
I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's go see where.
Yes, they go on this big statue piece. Where else? Ow.
He's also.
I need essence and food. Oh, hi there.
What am I hitting?
Let's see. Is this an illusion? Part of me thinks that statue Part of me thinks that that statue resembles Pine. Or Skane. Skane, blah. Oh my god. Goddamn fucking skeleton priests.
Love skeletons.
The skeleton priests are what really irritate me. You know, why can't we give Garrus and our companions better weapons?
Because the game hates us.
Like, I get why Yatsley and Giada can't get better weapons, right? And because magic works differently. But, you know, Garrus is using a blunderbuss and a saber. Can we give him better blunderbuss and saber, please?
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
Pretty sure that is definitely Skane.
How interesting. The way it stopped, it's like he's reaching out or begging.
This is how ghost stories start.
Oh, don't fret. It'll all be worth it.
Alright, is that all the statue pieces?
So, 3 missing pieces, and it looks like you found 2 of them.
This must be the statue mentioned in the story.
I forgot to grab the head. Fuck.
Look, it's even missing its heart, hand, and head, which is exactly what we have. Let's check around here once more. Maybe we can find something that'll give us a hint. Oh, and Ringrim left us a book. Let's see what it says. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself. Yes, but we have all we need. The villager we saw, he's the decision they couldn't make. He was dying, and they couldn't accept it. Not even to save themselves. And so, everyone perished. Because they made the mistake of having a heart. Life can drive us to make painful choices, can't it? Anyway, this is fascinating. This is more than just a statue. I think it uses Adra as a source of power.
Watchers say the souls of the dead travel through Adra to the beyond. Doesn't give me a good feeling about whatever Ringrim's built here.
They do that, though. That's not a saying.
Perhaps, but it might also send us somewhere else. Clearly, we can't physically move ourselves up to Ringrim's tower, but magically? That could be a different story. With the Adra pieces connected to the statue, they might be powering her magic. Like Animancy, but much bigger. Ringgrim said that if we could do what the village could not, put the statue back together, we'd find our way to the tower. What if this statue was meant to move us from here to there? I'm not sure. I'd think the magical transportation works both ways. Well, what are you waiting for? Put the pieces in! Do you know how many people ever get to meet an archmage?
Well, according to the first 2 games, that number would be around 12. A little bit more, actually. Also, it probably only works both ways for the archmage, not us.
I don't understand how you are so calm. Ready or not, let's go meet an archmage. We've got all the pieces. Quick, put them in. I want to see how all of this works.
Thought I put all the pieces. No, okay, no, I did not.
I'm starting to think archmages have too much time on their hands.
Well, here goes nothing. Yeah, about the both ways part. That's not happening from the looks of it.
Whatever happens, I hope it leaves our parts intact.
We're going into an archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Or at least exciting.
You know, I was expecting something a bit more grandiose than this. Especially with the first 2 games to compare. Seems pretty tame.
You made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
So much for hospitality.
What did you expect from an archmage?
What I expected from an archmage is not to attack us. So much for that plan. Oh my god, why? Can we stop with the magic healing people?
But you love it.
Nothing I despise more than being about to kill an enemy and then you just see their health poof back into existence.
Yeah, this was the part I was talking about. Spam freaking too many enemies.
Nah, this is fine.
Fight these enemies while I read this last paragraph.
Bro hit me with the shield. Rude. like how enemies can parry us.
Wait, if you die, the guy redo the whole fight again.
Oh, I'm very well aware.
Oh, you died here before?
No.
Oh.
For the record, this is exactly what I was expecting from an archmage in this universe. All of them are terrible people.
Imagine doing that, doing this part without being a magic user.
Easy.
We go up to snow, but not to snow that is yellow. Getting tired of the enemies always spawning yet?
No.
Sure you're not.
Look.
What's the target? Let's see what you got.
So, are we done with the enemies yet? No. More spiders. I just want to say I am not a fan that they made the bear transparent.
Yeah, it was kind of a letdown.
What Yachtley just said?
Seems so welcoming.
We're going to be killed by an archmage. How exciting. Ooh, a book. Yeah. Let's see what these spells do. Okay, freeze blast.
Do you think she'd let me borrow some?
Yeah, I want to use this book, but... Just because I need the money, though, I'll keep it to sell it later. Oh, hey! Tane! Letter from Tane. Hey. Please tell me you got this letter from Tane, Mech.
What?
Bruh. Please tell me you got this letter from Tane, you know, the fun archmage.
Yeah?
This letter is good. I love Tane. He's the only archmage that I can stand. Because he has a fucking conscience. No, not pull out bow. Put away.
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book.
You know, I want to say that I've never seen you before, but again, I doubt every archmage was in the first two games, and I don't remember much from them to begin with.
A godlike of an unknown deity, a long-lost Rawatayan, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeletons...
Fear peels away all of one's pretense. Mortals are their most sincere when they're under stress. Also, I needed to finish
Partially
my reading.
disagree.
Although it would have been amusing if you died for it. Huh? What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Indeed. Omelets need shattered eggs, after all. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. I hardly know, honestly. When you've lived as long as I have, it's easy to lose track of individual lives. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand?
To a point.
Good enough, I suppose. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. Consider listening for a moment before you resort to utter futility. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong, it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. Curiouser and curiouser. What is so special about you, godlike? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it.
Well, in my experience, I would say that this godlike isn't as important as he's made out to be. But what do I know?
Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see.
I don't like you.
A little, yes. Mostly, I'm just pleased that there are still things I'm ignorant of. It's gotten so tedious of late. A good question, with possibly worrying answers.
Severing Adra like this requires mass amounts of essence. The souls of thousands offered up for a singular purpose.
Who knows how many were sacrificed to sever an entire continent? And why? I do intend to find out, though.
Oh, right. The normal people, the archmages and stuff, don't know how a god is created. Right.
If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it. Oh, hush. You are the envoy of Adir. Dirty work is all you do. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. Let's hope you remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
Look at her. Making new friends. Learning new spells. They grow up so fast.
There's no shame in ignorance, Envoy. Only a denial of such. Either way, I do know where they are. The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Please don't interrupt. I am enjoying these footnotes.
We
just happened, right? I didn't imagine it. Reengrim liked me, and my spellcraft, and she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
Can I have it?
You were incredible. Thank you for trusting me.
I'm just glad we're all still in one piece.
Yes, and I must say, your strength is remarkable. We couldn't have done it without you. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
And as long as nothing's burning, we're still ahead of Ludwig.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to look at the ancient ruins.
Level up. Oh yay, finally the companions got a thing. Well, I guess I'll do this just to unlock the achievement. Honestly, I don't like a lot of the abilities. Alright, upgrade point. How not helpful? Well, I don't like any of the abilities, so I might as well just get this. I got 2 points? Okay, then what the hell do I use the second point on? Yes. Alright, let me... No. I need to find the ability on the bar. Wizard ability... Find. And I need to put this on there. There we go. Okay, so we can teleport back to her tower. Okay, but why though? So, can I give the guy the spear that he wanted? Sir, would you like your spear?
Margaren's teeth. You're not ice. You don't whisper. You're real. Oh, thank the gods. Did you see a spear on Azorip? Please say you have. I worry the ice has taken it.
Yes, here is the magic spear.
Oh, beautiful. Beauty. Warm as blood. Thank you. For you, beauty. You're mine now. We will be warm together. Our deaths.
That was only moderately disturbing. Huh?
Come.
Wow, okay. Let's just say I wasn't expecting that reaction. Alright, let's chat to everyone
Let's
just in
not
case.
do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like.
I agree.
I know. I knew when I signed on there'd be risks. Especially with you jumping into every weird cave you find. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. If I must.
I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her? She even offered to make me her apprentice.
I'd imagine that depends on who you ask on the impress part.
As smart as you are, Envoy, I sometimes forget that you are still a layperson. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Handra's titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them. Oh, you even learned their proper name. I can't believe you listened. You'll make me cry at this rate. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy, what would you do? Oh, darling, don't you know that I'll do what I want no matter what anyone thinks? I just wish to ask a friend his opinion. Now come on, answer the question. What would you do?
Now, on one hand, training with archmages is really good because, you know, magic is important, and the archmages, despite how terrible they are kind of important. But family is better.
The people of Fjord are stronger than they seem. But you're right. They feel unsafe in their own homes now. Quilici and I could return home and continue our lives, with little improvements here and there. Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me.
Could you possibly chew any louder?
Only if you say please.
Nimdude. You'll have every dream thrall in the Scarp after us.
At least he's not as loud as the Envoy, gulping down potion after potion.
It takes a real talent to gulp them all at once.
Well, just keep it down. I can't hear myself think.
You have something on your mind, and I want to hear all about it. Oh, she was incredible. A self-employed researcher working to further her own interests, answering to no one. Not that I'm overlooking her arrogance or her disdain for the lives of others. What inspires me is her persistence. More importantly, she confirmed my suspicion. The living land sits atop a closed system of Adra. If nothing else, it's good to find someone who believes in your work. On this scale, very unusual. I've been thinking, a closed system might explain a few things. Imagine souls passing through Adra. They die here and they're reborn here, over and over. After so many lifetimes, the Adra grows dense, full of life and wisdom, fear and pain, with nowhere to go.
But isn't that quite literally wrong, given that the wheel doesn't exist anymore?
A quaint but accurate simplification. Such an environment would be rich with essence. Messy, but full of potential for something or someone to grow. Maybe that's how they started, in their most primordial form. Anyway, it's just a theory. Don't quote me on it. You want... Until next time. Lead a break. You too.
Something about being back has me feeling restless. Check your bedroll for fang worms.
I need better food recipes.
Have you ever thought of doing anything with the coal around your eyes?
Right. Did you somehow not see the thick stripe across my eyes?
No, I mean designs other than the stripe.
Designs?
Don't get me wrong. The stripe really brings out your eyes, but it might be nice to change things up from time to time.
This is for camouflage. It has a vital role in surviving the wilds.
Surely you don't want to be hidden all the time. How about the next time you want to stand out, you just let me know.
Right. We'll do that. Just maybe don't wait for me, though, okay?
I need better food recipes, damn it. No, I was expecting that to be more interesting.
Magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
Stay sharp. The path to the ruins is swarming with dream thralls.
Ah, Garrus, don't worry. We'll be fine, maybe.
Quiet as the depths.
Right, I need to remember that this thing can't headshot, literally. Okay, so meteor shower is pretty good. Little. Ow, guns. What rings do I have on? Because...
Everyone okay?
There is 2 ways to go. 3 ways to go.
Invaders in the garden.
So the Zorops were fighting the Dream Scourge over here. Well, that's depressing. Wow. Her missile battery with the electricity is really good. Okay, so that leads to the same place. I was hoping to be able to knock her off. That didn't end well.
He's also.
Meteor go boom.
Stand back.
Climb the ladder.
I've never seen so many dream throws in one place. What's drawing them here?
Things.
Right behind you.
Sit!
Well, I have a bow, so I might as well take out these enemies from far away. Actually, hold up. Let me... Okay, I'll use this. I'll use the exceptional gun, just because I need a ranged weapon, because the Stormsworn is not cutting it.
That even hurt them?
Can't believe I have to use a basic gun just because I broke my other bow down, because I thought the Stormsworn would be good.
He's also.
Throw through a rock at me. So that's the critical shot on the arquebus. You shoot him in the face. I know I could jump down there and help, but then I'd have to climb back up there. So this is more convenient.
Back on my feet.
Isokso! Sit!
How can you not?
Isokso!
I can't.
Need a break soon.
Back in the fight.
Shit, well. Thanks, Bear. Well, I can say this. It's faster this way.
Thank you, dear.
That was so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Well, the consolation is being able to get rid of the dream throws. Shouldn't live like that.
Looks like the gardener hasn't been here in a bit. I don't think we can get through.
seen
Take them to the earth!
That was it? Just enemies? Okay.
I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years. To find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Oh, hopefully an abundance of history, artifacts, relics, anything really. Though I wasn't expecting such interesting remains.
There must have been a battle here long ago. See those metal corpses? We saw them around Naku Tedek, too.
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. Oh, they're everywhere. But no one knows where they came from, exactly. Apparently, they weren't fans of the Godless. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akhidan lore. I don't think the Godless did well against the magfolk.
Still, I wonder why they fell. Were they overwhelmed, or taken by surprise, or something else?
Years. Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait. Did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? Perhaps more. It's impossible to know the true count. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready?
Unfortunately.
We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already.